Taoiseach, just following on from the question that Deputy Connolly asked you earlier on, as you know, I am, as she is, we're very strongly in favour of the vaccination programme. We think people should get their booster, and we agree with you about the injunction to protect life and limb. But there are human rights considerations in terms of the small number of people who can't be vaccinated for health reasons or who have not yet been persuaded, sometimes because they don't really understand. And I just want to draw the contrast with the North of Ireland in this regard. In the North, they are avoiding that issue of discrimination against that small group by giving people other options other than the vaccination cert, namely testing, to access theatres or bars or restaurants or whatever. And in fact, that is the case in, I think, pretty much most of Europe now. And I really think you should consider doing that, because that sort of divisiveness and finger pointing at a relatively small group, even though, as I said, I am absolutely a believer in the vaccination campaign, is not helpful. And it smacks of the mandatory approach which the WHO have warned strongly against, and which I think is counterproductive. So I would seriously ask you, Taoiseach, to consider that, so that we can end that sort of divisive situation.
Deputy Boyd Barrett raised the issue in terms of give people other options. I think I'm concerned about those who cannot have a vaccine because of medical reasons or because of adverse reactions. But we have followed a voluntary approach here. And I would say to you, when I'm not responsible for writing headlines, but when we do raise issues around what's happening in ICUs, that's not done by way of threat or by way of trying to pressurise people. It's just stating the facts as we get them.
Okay, Taoiseach, we have to move on to question number 8.
The impact of the disease and whether you're vaccinated or not.
Question number